Here we go, guys. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to a new video. Let's jump right in. There's been a whole lot of conflict recently between the bulls and the bears regarding if Bitcoin is still in a 4-year cycle, meaning that it's going to keep drifting lower through, let's say, October, November of 2026. And we could be literally in the low 50s, somewhere maybe even the 40s, okay, based on previous 4-year cycles, so on and so forth. And we'll break that down here in a second. But let me show you what's going on currently so we can build from there. Because, when things are crazy, all you need to do, quite honestly, is just trade what's in your face, okay? And this is what's in our face right now. Okay. All right. On the bull side, what's positive is that we've been in this long sideways consolidation zone, okay? And when price gets in these sideways consolidation zones, price is stuck, okay? And it only has one of two ways to go, either break to the upside or downside, all right? And the longer that consolidation time period, the bigger the expansion, either to the upside or downside, all right? And also, according to classical technical analysis, once price breaks resistance, okay, which we did here, this kind of a false breakout, head fake, whatever you want to call it, price will come back and test that zone to see if that previous resistance is now support, okay? And as you can see here, let me take all this off so you can actually see it. Let me take this part off here. Okay, as you can see, we broke out, came down, retested that zone, and so far we seem to be bouncing. Okay, let me put that back on there so you can see it better. So I'm going to pull this over to the side. Okay, so we came up, came down, did a matter of fact, we even cleared above it a little bit here. See that blue dash line across there? Now that's current support along with the 20, a rising 20. And then on top of that, we have a rising 50, okay? And these moving averages, I don't have time to go into it here, but these moving averages, the 20 and the 50, and then the 20 and the 200, obviously, if we were up here. Anyway, they'll go from a narrow state to a wide state, okay, when price breaks, because obviously they are facing or following the price. And then near term, if we do, which I hope we do, and that's why I have this price path here. This is what we've given our Patreon members. We're expecting a, pull back here into the 20, into that blue line coming up. And also we have the 100 there that will soon be, flattening out and then curling up, okay, as time goes on. Okay, that's the big deal. If we can hold the 20, hold this consolidation zone through here, okay, at the blue dash line and the 100. So right now, it's a little bit more, bullish than it is bearish, right? Quite a bit. Now this gold dash line, as you can see, we came right up to it perfectly. And that's a measured move that we teach, educate our Patreon members on. So I can't really give you the details of how to set that up. But right here, the red dash line was previous resistance over here, okay? See, we closed, then we couldn't get through it, couldn't get through it, okay? So previous resistance, many times when you come back up and retest, is going to be resistance again, okay, until you come in, because you can't jump unless you bend your knees. In other words, go lower. Your kids can't bounce on the trampoline unless they come down, hit it, drive it lower, and then bounce up. You get the point, okay? So that's what we're looking for now, is a pullback, in this range, and then move. Now, what will negate all this, all right? Well, we really don't, the bulls right now really don't want to lose that 73,700, that blue dash line and the 20, okay? But even if we do, there's quite a bit of support or layers of safety nets under us. Right here, this low pivot, the previous low pivot here, and right, let me put this down there so you can see it. and then through here. See where we held? We bounced, came down and held for several days, several hits, and then bounced off of it. Okay. And then, talking about, historical data regarding the 4-year cycle, uh, back in the day, so to speak, okay, we didn't have all of this going on. In other words, institutions are buying Bitcoin faster than it's being created or being mined, okay? So we could end up having a supply shock coming up. And then what does that do? When people FOMO into something and then there's very little, of it out there on the market, most times price goes up. And then also previously, if you've been around a minute, okay, through all these cycles, the last number of cycles until this one, I mean, the institutions were calling us everything but a crypto lover. Okay. Well, anyway, they were bad mouthing, Bitcoin all along. But look, BlackRock, 30 billion, Fidelity, 10 billion. We can read through this. MicroStrategy, obviously, JP Morgan, even the state of Texas, everyone's jumping on the bandwagon. Then you go here, companies and countries are buying, Bitcoin. You've heard of those Bitcoin treasury companies, so on and so forth. But I'm not going to waste your time with all of that. But there's a lot of buying power coming in here. Now, this sideways consolidation, then we'll get to the good stuff here in a second. Okay, the sideways consolidation zone, wherever you see it on the chart, is either distribution, big money whales selling, trying to keep their same price level of what they're selling, or they are buying it, okay, accumulation. So distribution is selling, accumulation is buying. And most times at the bottom of a run, here's the all-time high, and here we are now, at the bottom, that is more likely to be what? Accumulation, because the price has come down, okay? And then up here at the top, this sideways consolidation zone would be more than likely distribution, trying to sell it slow but consistently so your price, your average price, stays relatively high, okay? So let's go to the weekly chart. And let me show you this measured move. Not too many people know how to do this, so I'm giving you a little freebie here, so that possibly you'll check out our Patreon members group, and we can show you some fun stuff over there. Okay, now how do we get to 40,000? Okay, and I'm going to show you, where to look for, how to find it, if this 4-year cycle is intact, or if it's just, we've outgrown it and it's no longer, a feasible thing to place your bets on, okay? So we're going to use a measured move. And you'll see how accurate this thing is. It will blow you away. Okay, the swing high to swing low, okay? Then we have this little swing low to swing high here, okay? So let's put it at the top, and then as soon as you break this consolidation zone to the downside, that's when you can put it on there, and you can keep in your trades longer. It doesn't matter if it's Apple, Nvidia, Tesla, or whatever, it all works the same. That's what's good about this methodology that we teach. But anyway, as you can see, here we are. It came right down. Matter of fact, it actually exceeded expectations. If I can pull this out of the way and keep it, see, it even went a little bit lower than was anticipated. All right. Now, here is, and the only thing that matters regarding the 4-year cycle, if this happens, okay? Here we go. That's this whole leg down, swing low to swing high to swing low. And then what we're waiting on now is to see where and if Bitcoin, kind of tops out like here, then rolls over. And if it does, we'll put this on top. So right this minute, technically, we would come down 38, almost 39% to about 48,000. Okay, that And the biggest caveat here is if we break that 66,000, see this blue dash line across there? I mean, that's weeks, and this is a weekly, I'm sorry, this is a weekly part. Every candle is 1 week of price actions. So that's a lot of, concrete and steel, putting in the foundation, putting in the floor. So but we had it up here too, but we just hadn't dropped, far enough, okay? But anyway, we break that, then we'll come down, maybe get a little consolidation, a little bounce off the 200, and then we would probably, continue down. So I'm out of the 4 year, I'm keeping it on the radar, but I'm not buying in to the 4 year cycle anymore unless we take out that 66,000. And then to back up that thesis, we're going to go to the monthly chart, which is stronger than the weekly, and the weekly obviously is stronger than the daily. Okay, now look, this long-term uptrend line, it's been holding so far. We came down perfectly in the month of February and hit it. But more importantly, and what people, 99% of the people on X or anywhere else, what they don't see here is where that blue dash line is over to the left, okay? People spend so much time right here, and really what drives these charts, okay, is the longer term regarding support and resistance, the longer term previous support and resistance. And let me show you. And the further away that support and resistance is, the stronger it will be going the opposite way. Okay, right over here, this is kind of possibly the nail in the coffin for the 4 year cycle, folks. Okay, going back to 2021. Okay, now remember, the further away that high pivot or low pivot is, previous support, previous resistance, the stronger it is coming back down to it. So we had two areas here, going back to 2021, and then, into December, November here, December of 2022. Okay. And 2022 was a bear market. All right. So what happened in 20? Let's go back a couple of cycles so you kind of know what's going on. Okay. All right. We had a big upcycle, 2016, 2017, and then 2018 was the bear market. Okay. It was down. 2018, 2019, 2020, remember COVID, 2021 was our up market. Then we had a year long, a cycle again, 4 year cycle, 2022, downtrend, okay, then 23, 24, up to 25. I think it was October 2020. Yeah, October 2025 was our bull market. Now here we go again, okay? But as we talked about previously, according to classical technical analysis, once you break resistance, see, resistance, 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 then we broke it, okay, came back in, basically consolidated in and around that previous resistance. Then we broke out here, and technically it was October of 2024, okay? We broke out. So no longer, then we came back, retested it. So the thesis going forward is that that's 66, 61,000, in that area is current support. Let's just make it 60 grand just to, make it, a whole round even number, because I'm not that good in math, okay? But I can see the charts, I can read the charts, okay, like Einstein. But anyway, as we go up, there's going to be headaches going up, just like this was previous support. As we come down, see, it even held here, here, and then in January, we broke it, okay? So that's going to be a little bit of a headache getting up there, but we can go sideways or down and then pop off. Now, something to remember, in a bull market, Bitcoin has never, ever put in more than 2 months in a row down markets, red markets, okay? Here was the bottom. And if you go to X and look it up, not being braggadocious, we called the bottom and told our Patreon members November, December of 2022, the bottom was in. And then in January of 23 is when we posted it on X because our members get, first information. But anyway, and here we go. So we know a little bit about picking those bottoms and tops. But more importantly, we still have this bull flag breakout that has a measured move to 160,000. We have not invalidated that yet. Now, if we break this long-term uptrend line, if we break 60,000 just for whole round even numbers and come on in, we will then have violated this bear flag. Okay, does that make sense? Not only that, we will have invalidated, okay, this cup and handle. And the cup and handle has a measured move at 250,000. So we have two very strong monthly, formations, chart formation setups that give us a whole lot of, bull price action coming up. Now, if we break all of that, like I said, some sub 60,000, and we start closing like a weekly candle under there, and then, obviously a monthly candle, yeah, we're probably, I'll throw in the towel and say, yeah, you're right. We're on that 4-year cycle. And then, we'll be looking to reposition in that, maybe 50,000, high 40,000 area, and then go from there. But guys, appreciate you watching. Come over, check us out on Patreon. We really delve into it even deeper than this and teach people how to read the chart so you don't have to depend on X, you don't have to depend on someone else, dictating when you're, get into a trade or get out. Thanks a lot. We'll see you on the charts.